Hello everyone, Cedarnet here with another video from the Avalanche ecosystem. I say video, I normally say update. This one is going to be more aimed towards people looking to join our lovely little Avalanche community. If you're already an experienced Avalanche user, maybe there's not going to be too much new information in this video, but if you do stick around and watch it, very much appreciate it. But let me quickly address the prospective new community members. Hi everyone, my name is Cedarnet. I make videos on the Avalanche ecosystem, especially intros to whatever new app is launching on our ecosystem. Take a quick look at it, explain how it works. You can also find me on Twitter at Cedarnet, and I'm open to any questions that you have that may help you become part of the Avalanche community. Now, let me address the issue at hand. I know that it is not a very pleasant per se experience to get started on Avalanche. That's just because the architecture is a bit different from what you're used to. Once you get it, it's not actually that difficult, and that's what this video is for. So first things first, you may have heard about the Avalanche Ethereum bridge or maybe even the Zero bridge. This works, right? You can get your Ether-based tokens onto the Avalanche blockchain. However, anytime you do this, you will still need Avalanche to actually transact on the blockchain. So if you're a beginner to Avalanche, just kind of ignore this. It's not really an option for you. Maybe later if you want to do arbitrage, but remember that the bridge is never very economical. It takes a lot of Ethereum fees, and Ethereum fees are just ridiculous, as we know. Another option you may think you have is to mint some TUSD, which would work probably. However, you would still need Avalanche or AVAX token to actually, swap it for anything. So once again, if you're a beginner, it's not an option. The only bridge that kind of might work is actually the Spore bridge, funnily enough. Because in the Spore bridge you can swap 10% of your Spore for AVAX, and you can use that AVAX to transact on the Avalanche blockchain. However, remember that Spore is a reflective token, so you lose 6% of your total amount for each transaction. So the only real option you have until we get a direct exchange to C-chain integration, which for all we know may actually be tomorrow, and this video will be entirely useless. But until that happens, you need to use the Avalanche Web Wallet. You need to get your funds on the exchange, send them across to the C-chain, and then send them on to MetaMask. How that works exactly is what we're covering in this video. Now, I like to refer to this little tutorial by the Pangolin exchange. Pangolin is the biggest AMM on the Avalanche blockchain, and being one of the first, it set up its kind of own tutorial page of how to move funds. I think this one's very clear. I will use it as kind of a base and just talk around it for you. In short, there's 3 steps what you need to do. You need to make a AVAX wallet, you need to get your AVAX, and you need to send your AVAX to a MetaMask wallet. We'll go step by step, starting at step 1. So if you go to wallet.avax.network, you can set up your own AVAX wallet. Very simple, kind of like you're used to. You generate a key phrase and you write it down and you store it securely. That's also why I'm not showing you that exact part. The key phrase is the key to your wallet. You should never show it to anyone. And there you go, you just made your very first AVAX wallet. Now, this wallet doesn't do anything without AVAX in it, so let's get some AVAX. Now for my American friends, I'm sorry, I do not know exactly what you have access to and what not. Your laws are a little bit strange on that, but you need to find some place where you can buy AVAX and then send it to your wallet. So I think for most people, Binance is a logical option. I think most people know how Binance works. You just buy however much AVAX you want. And then once you have that, you just withdraw your AVAX to your X-chain address. So that's the address that you get here. As you can see, you have an X-chain address, a P-chain address, and a C-chain address. You just need your X-chain for this one, so you can just copy it. And you fill it in here. It will automatically detect it has to use the AVAX network, so that's nice. As you can see, the transferable amount is not so much, and it should be enough to get your AVAX onto the Avalanche blockchain. But you still need to get it to the C-chain. Like I said, you just got your Avalanche on your X-chain. It will show up here. And now I think it's a good moment to very briefly explain what all these different chains are that Avalanche is built on. X-chain is kind of just the transaction chain. It's super fast, it's super cheap. It's perfect for sending money around. P-chain is the platform chain. It's used for staking and validating. C is the contract chain. It's used for the dApps. So that's where we want to get our money if we want to interact with all of the cool dApps that are in the Avalanche ecosystem. Later on, we'll probably see even more chains come up. That's because Avalanche enables subnets. That means basically an entire kind of different blockchain that's built on top of the Avalanche ecosystem, which is what makes AVAX so incredibly cool. But what you need right now is to go cross-chain, because you need to get your funds from the X onto the C chain. C chain here, destination chain, however much you want. You could just do max. The fee, once again, super cheap. It will take a brief moment and then your funds will arrive in the C chain. If it takes a bit long, you can refresh it. If it takes particularly long, AVAX should be almost instant. You can go to advanced and press import C. Every once in a while, it does go a little bit slow or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what it does. But you just need to tell it, hey, check whether I have any funds waiting for me on the C chain, and it will import it. Now you'll have your funds on the C chain, but you cannot use the AVAX wallet to interact with dApps. And this is where you need MetaMask. Now, if you already have MetaMask, you're already halfway there. If you do not yet have MetaMask installed, you can just download it from here. I will just include the link in the description as well. You can create or import an existing wallet, and then you need to connect to Avalanche. For that, you need this information, which I will also include. And once you fill it in, you will be connected to the Avalanche network. The good news is that if you're already using MetaMask, your C-chain address will be the exact same as your Ethereum address from MetaMask, your Phantom address from MetaMask, your Matic address from MetaMask, your BSC address from MetaMask, all the exact same. So it should be kind of easy to keep track for yourself. So if you've never added a network to MetaMask, I'm just going to quickly show you. You're going to take the information here, copy paste it in your custom RPC in MetaMask, fill in network name, and once all the information is filled in, you'll just press save. Now once you have MetaMask ready to go, you just copy your address and you go back to your wallet, and now we're going to send. We're going to take the C chain as source chain. We're going to once again fill in whichever amount we want. We're going to paste our C chain address here. Once again, your total cost will be like about 10 cents to do this. And this will once again also be almost instant, so you'll almost instantly receive your funds. And once you're there, congratulations, you got everything you need to get started on the Avalanche blockchain. Now, because I know that some people will be trying to do this anyway, yes, you can send all your Ethereum tokens through the Avalanche Ethereum bridge or another bridge. My advice is just don't bother unless you're like really sending a large amount that you will use for arbitrage. Don't bother, there is already enough Link and DAI and whatever, Sushi, it's already on Pangolin, like you can just get access to it. Don't bother paying these ridiculous Ethereum fees just to get access to them. Just sell them, buy Avalanche, transfer your Avalanche, and use your Avalanche to buy them on Pangolin or another exchange. Neat little trick actually is you can use YieldJack. You can use the compare tool. You can see wherever you can buy the cheapest. Let's say Link. Baguette is the cheapest for Link. There you go. And honestly, because Avalanche transactions are just so much cheaper, you're very likely to save money on this. Like if you're really talking large amounts where the bridge may become viable, do the calculations for yourself. But remember that you'll probably have to do more than one transaction with the bridge. Alright, so everyone, I hope that video helped you. This is a kind of an out of the blue video for me. I was actually supposed to be free, have the time off at this point, but I got the request to explain this. So I hope you learned something. I hope to be able to welcome you to the Avalanche ecosystem. I hope you'll stick around and watch a couple more videos. But for now, that's it. This has been Cedernet. Hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.